what we have, ARM templates we have. We can create this. We can create the templates. By writing the templates, we can create our infrastructure. But this is very specific to cloud only. Because of that reason, we have a Terraform. With the help of Terraform, we can do what we can do? Multi-cloud provisioning we can do here. That is one of the advantage. Because of that, we are going to use Terraform vastly, right? Just a second. What about voice? Is it okay? Voice is breaking. Just confirm me once, please. Others, just confirm me once, please. Is it breaking or not? Yeah, breaking, breaking. Just give me some time. Actually, let it settle down. Okay, let it settle down here. Just wait for 1 minute, please. What about now? What about now? Is it okay? I think now internet is good. Yeah, now it's good. Binay, don't worry. Follow me today's. Binay, sir, practicing Terraform by giving Terraform init commands. Log file can't be able to create. Don't worry. Follow me today. Okay. And after today, if you're not able to create, then there is a problem. Okay. Okay. Please understand. You need to understand today properly, systematically learn. So now what I'm saying, we need ISC infrastructure as a code tool. We have ARM templates. We have this option. Then we have this option here. We can create what we can do by writing the templates. We can create what we can create. We can create infrastructure or resource provisioning. We can do by that. Then yesterday, what we understood what important factor was. We understood the workflow of Terraform here. How basically Terraform works. What are the things you have to define here? So in this section, what we understood first thing, we understood Terraform init. What Terraform init will do? It will initialize Terraform onto the provider or into the provider. It will initialize Terraform into the provider, first job. Then second thing, what we understood here, second thing was Terraform plan. Terraform plan will give me a difference between actual state and desired state. Desired state I want to achieve. And next one is Terraform apply. Next one is nothing but next one is Terraform apply. Terraform apply will apply you all resources. Resources means how you will understand which resources to apply. Because so there will be what? There will be a Terraform resource block. Which block will be there? Resource block will be there. From the resource block, we will understand here which one to apply. So which one to apply here? So that is what we need to understand. If I go to the Terraform block, resource block, that block to apply, then I'll go to Terraform, of course, destroy, right? Not block, actually resource block. Then I'll go to the Terraform, destroy, Terraform destroy will destroy all resources, whatever the resources we got there. Whatever the resources we created into the provider. This is what. So that we need to understand here, right? So that we need to understand. That we need to understand here. This is what we need to understand here. So then now here today what we are going to understand. Yesterday we understood only one resource, how to create a resource here. Yesterday what we understood? We understood how to create a resource. What we understood yesterday? Yesterday we understood how to create a resource. Now today what we are going to understand here? Today we will understand how to create a storage account. So our first thing here is storage account. What we are going to understand? Today we will understand how to create a storage account. So that is what our learning will be. What will be our learning? We will understand how to create the storage account. So please follow me properly here. Let's understand how to create the storage account in Terraform. But before that, let me take you people manually there. So let me take you people manually there. Let's understand here. But now, first of all, you need to understand how to create a storage account in manually or portal. And what are the property you have to define under this? What are the properties you have to define under storage account? So what I'm doing, if I'll go to the portal, I'll click on sign in section here. What I will do, I'll go to the portal here, I'll click on sign in section here. You can see here. So storage account. Why we need storage account here? Because why we need storage account? Because storage account will manage all the type of storages by default here. What are the things you need to notice while creating a storage account? Of course, you need to define the space. Of course, you need to define the subscription. This is for what? This is for this account. But we need to define for Terraform. For Terraform, we need to define that inside a provider block. That we need to define inside a provider block. Then second one is resource group we have to define for storage account. Then we have to define the storage account name. What do you have to do? We have to define the storage account name. Please remember, storage account name has to be globally unique. If this name is not globally unique, you are not allowed to create the storage account. Then region you can define. Then you can define what is your primary service. This is not required, but usually here. Performance, standard or premium, and the redundancy also you need to define. So these certain things you need to define here. These are sub property. If you are willing to define, you can define. What I'm saying, whenever you are creating a storage account, you need to define this property. I'm talking manually from the portal. But what is our intention? What we want? We are looking to create. We want to create this from, of course, from here. How I went here? You need to go to the HashiCorp. You need to go to the registry section. After going to the registry section, you need to go to the provider section. Under this, you need to go to the Azure. Under Azure, if I go to the provider block, this is my provider block here. I can see here. This will be my first block. But second block is nothing but if I go to the documentation. So we are going very specific now. We are not going only to the storage account. What I am doing? I am going to the storage account here. Now here, which one? Can I take this? Can I take this or yes or no? Can I take this? Now here, please remember what we need to understand from here. Please remember what we have to do from here. You need to keep your eye here. Finding right documentation for right task is very, very important because these same things are associated with many. So what I'm doing, first thing, first block, see here. You have to see the under which it falls, whether it falls a compute, whether it falls containers, whether it falls under storage, whether it falls under database. That service you have to see. Then you have to see the resources. The resources, major resources you are willing to create. Then only you need to click there. Then only you need to copy the documentation or you need to add the documentation from there. What I'm doing here, I'm going to the storage account. After going to the storage account here, I can see these things here. Now what is he's giving me something here? What is giving me? What is giving? He's giving me here now. First block, he's defining here what? Resource group. Resource group. If you want to change the value, you can change the value. This resource group resource block here. Under resource block, we have a storage account. Under resource block, we have a storage account here. This is a storage account name. So this is what we have. So what we have, these are the things we have. And we are creating an environment called staging. And let's create this. Let's copy this first. Then let's understand what I'm doing. I'm doing this. So I can copy this as well. Now see here what I have. So for this now here, what they are doing, he is creating now here, he is creating a storage account where inside a custom subnet, inside a custom virtual network, there is a resource group here. Within the resource group, what we have? We have a storage account, right? We have storage account. Redundancy type is LRS. So this is what, this is for custom. Now here, let's understand this. So how I'm creating this, let's understand what I'm doing. deleting yesterday's thing. So what I'm doing here, right? If you open like this, it's possible you can do a code dot, or directly I'm going to the code editor. What I'm doing, directly I'm going to the code editor here. As I'm going to the code editor here, so directly I'm going to the code editor here in, see again, Binay, what I'm saying, you need to notice certain things here. What certain things you need to notice here, please take a note here. What I'm doing, first you have to follow the way I'm doing, you will not get any difficulty. Create one folder. As soon as you will click like this, right, you have to create one file called main.tf Terraform file. If you create main.tf here, what you have to do after that, first block we have to define which block, provider block. We have to take a provider block. Which block here? This block I have to take. Again I am doing, please notice carefully. So this block I have to define. I'll do a control B here. I'm able to see what I'm able to see. I'm able to see the provider block. After doing this, I'll go into, of course, I'll go here, right? What I'll do, first one is what I'll type. I'll type a subscription ID. 4 credential I have to write. What those are? Please type in your chat box. What and all credential we have to write here. Type in your chat box. What and all credential we have to write. Subscription ID, because where you are creating your resources, where you are creating your resources, that you have to define, that we will define under subscription ID. And second one, what we have to type, tenant ID. Of course we need to write information about the tenant. Then we have to write the client ID, and last one will be a client secret. Last one will be a client secret. These 4 credential we have to define here. Let's see how many of tenant IDs. Okay, Shrisha, okay, perfect. Nikhil, perfect. Jyoti, perfect. Krishna, Binay, yes. Harsha, yeah. Priyanka, Soumya, yes. Absolutely. So these things we have to define. But what is our subscription ID? That I need to take from where? The subscription. Now here, it's not like just copy and paste the subscription ID, any subscription ID. You have to copy and paste subscription ID from where? You have to copy and paste subscription ID from the subscription where you are willing to create the storage account. So this we have to mention. What I'm doing, control V, right? After doing this, then what I have to mention? I have to mention the tenant ID. What ID I have to mention? Tenant ID. And where is tenant ID? Where we have tenant ID? Inside, where we have tenant ID? Yes, from enter ID or Azure AD. It was before. Don't say Azure AD now. Azure AD gone, right? Inside enter ID. What we have? We have inside enter ID now. Here I'll say tenant ID. I'll copy this tenant ID here. I'll copy this tenant ID. Then we have a client ID and client secret. Then what we have? We have a client ID and client secret that we have to generate by registering the application. If you have app registration like this, right? If you have, of course, you will have all application here. What we have? You have all application like this. This is my yesterday's application, right? See here. And consider deleting those. Don't keep unnecessary things in your system, right? This was our yesterday's one, right? So don't consider, don't keep these things here. Okay, please take a note, because you are sharing credential every day, right? Whenever you are sharing credential here, people will know, people can create resources here, they can use that, right? So this is what, so that is one of the logic here. Whenever you have resources like this, whenever you are sharing those credential with somebody, they are allowed to, they can create resources here. But if you don't have that registration or client itself, so nobody will be. So what I'm doing, I'm doing new registration here. What I'm doing under new registration, what I'm doing, I'm doing a, what I'm doing, I'm doing test app for Terraform. What I'm doing, I'm doing a test app for Terraform here. I'm registering that. After registering that, I will get the client ID. What information I will get? I will get the information of client ID here. I will mention that client ID and client secret. Of course, secret we have to generate. So I'll go to the certificates and secrets here. I can generate a new client secrets. I can add that. What I'm doing, this is my app src. I am doing app src here. We have option to customize. You can customize if you don't want these to be deleted, or you want to keep this as long as my account or subscription is, so you can keep this. So this option you got here. So it's your choice entirely. And copy the value, as I said yesterday, don't copy the value secrets. Please be careful whenever you are copying the value. Don't try to copy like this. Some things might not be copied properly. Copy like this. If some things might not be copied properly, you will face difficulty. What I'm doing then, I am pasting secret ID. What I pasted? I pasted a secret ID. This is what we need to understand from here, right? This is what we need to understand from here. There is one more thing. From yesterday, we understood what other thing we have to define here. Yeah, type here, please. What we have to define here? Which block? Which? Yes, features. Right? We have to define the feature one. Right? Feature block list. We got. Right? Each and everything is perfect here. Then this is called provider block. As I said, this is nothing but provider block. Then what I have to do, I have to define the resource block. What I have to define? I have to define the resource block here. But how to define the resource block here? That is a question here now. So how to define the resource block here? That is a question here. So what I need to do, I need to go to where I need to go to. I need to go to my, where I need to go. I need to go to my, of course, I need to check whatever this is required, right? If you want to change the value, change. I'm not touching. Why? Because I want you people to make understand here. These things are perfectly built, created. Schema is proper, right? You can change name. What is name? In place of example, you can write some other name, right? In place of storage account name, you can write your own name, right? In place of LRS, ZRS, you can write ZRS, right? You can write ZZRS. In place of standard, you can write premium type. Your choice. In place of staging, you can write deb here, right? So like this. So there are not very big thing here, but big thing is how I'm doing this. This we need to understand. There is one thing here. So now here, let's understand what we are creating here first. What I'm creating now here, see what you are creating here. So here, if I click on this one here, this is your resource type. What you are creating basically, I'm creating a I'm creating a resource group. I'm creating a storage account, right? What you are creating, that you can define here. Of course, there is a process. This is a language here, right? HCL. And this is the reference name for this block. Please take a note. This is reference name for this block. This block refers to this block. This also refer to this block. What resources you are creating? This is another reference. This is another reference. This reference is for entire block. And this reference is also for entire block. But this is for resource type. What you are actually creating. And this is for entire resource. What this is, why you are creating this is example I'm creating, right? Why you are creating this, right? Then other thing here, this is a property, sub property here, name or location. Of course, you can define the value. And one more thing here, this is a language thing. Whenever you are writing a string, what do you mean by string? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Understand? These are called a string. Hi, how are you doing? Right? Lines like this, your English lines. How you can write? That you have to write within the inverted comma. Single comma will work, double comma will also work. Okay. So then what I'm saying, this is what? Then resource group name here. One more thing here. This is now here, what is doing? He's giving me a, what is doing here? He's giving me one name. What is doing? He's giving me name here, right? What I'm doing, let me not do this as of now. I don't want to go that first. Okay. What is my location? Which location we are creating a resource group? Which location you want to create this here? Now, can I say, can we define different location this? What is my location? And what is the location of storage account? Can we define other location? Yes. During cloud, we understood that, right? During cloud, what we understood? Our location of resources can be different than a resource group's location, right? If your resource group's location are different, your location can be different. Please take a note of this. Very, very important. What I'm saying, your location can be different here. Okay, your location can be different here. That is what we need to understand. Your location can be different here. What is saying? He's saying best Europe is not possible. Why? Because he's not able to detect. What is not able to detect? He's not able to detect the two location here. Now see here, right? If you are defining the location here, see West Europe, but he will check whether West Europe is possible or not, right? This we will see later, right? Understood? So what I'm doing, I'm hard coding the value here, right? What I'm doing, I'm hard coding the value. Sir, you're not possible to understand from where you are doing here. See, go to the Terraform state. This is here, right? Right? If you're going here, while creating here, right? If you're facing some difficulty here, you can see what you can see. You can see this. What you can see, you can see the location. You can type any one of the location here from here, right? You can type any one of the location. If you type any one of the location, you can do this, right? Then what I'm doing, I'm showing you short and simple way. What we are doing here, we are creating, I'm hard coding the value here. Again, I'm saying don't forget to save. Click on auto save here. Of course, then open the portal. What you can do, open the portal. What I'm doing here, see, after this, he's giving me a error. So what I'm doing, after this, I'm taking this. Let's notice whether it will take or not. Then what I'm doing, I'm going to the terminal here. If I'll go to the new terminal section, right? Under new terminal section, what will be my thing here? Terraform init. Now you have to run this Terraform init in this current location. Nikhil, what do you have to do? You have to run this Terraform init in a, it's Nikhil or Bine, right? What do you have to do? You have to Bine. What do you have to do? You have to run Terraform init where? In this location, right? The same location you are, what we are doing, the same location. Where, which location? This location. You have to do init in same, whatever the location we have in this location, right? So then only it will initialize the provider. Now here, see, Terraform init will initialize the provider here. This location you have done, you have to do. Okay. This location you have to do. You are doing in another location. What you people will do actually? Usually I see you, this mistake you are doing. That's why I didn't tell you. What you are opening terminal from here, suppose you are opening editor from another place. You are opening, what are you doing? You are opening editor in another place. You are opening terminal in another place. If you do a Terraform init, so it will not initialize Terraform here. Take a note. This is one of the possible error you might be doing, right? Now here, what I said, it will generate log.scl, and log.scl will lock your provider version. Then what I'm saying, it will generate one file called .terraform file. And don't try to change this lock.scl. Whenever you are changing, change from the configuration file. Second one, what we have to define? We have to define the Terraform plan. What we have to define? We have to define the Terraform plan. Terraform plan. What Terraform plan will do? Terraform plan will give me difference between actual state and desired state. Terraform plan will give me a actual state and desired state. See, he's giving me straight away, he's giving me invalid reference here, right? We are giving me invalid reference here. I got error here. I don't know how to solve this, right? I don't know how to solve this, right? I'm getting an error. Now here, there is a two possibilities. What is the problem here, right? If I'm doing like West Europe, right? If I'm doing a West Europe here, code editor is not taking this, right? If I try to troubleshoot here, not possible, right? Actually, I should have written like this, right? Or can I try like this here? This is another possibility here. Can I try like this here, right? What did here? Now here, notice here, what is saying? I did like this, right? I did like this, Or can I do like this as well here, right? See here what I'm doing. I'm entering like this value also, right? So now let's see here whether it will give me error or not. You need to see the error report properly. If you see error report properly, from there you will understand what are the problem you are getting here. According to that, you need to follow next, right? So right now here, what about that error? What about that error? The error we was getting, that error gone. Or otherwise, suppose you people are struggling more. I consider I can, so you can try in chat GPT also. What you can do, you can go to the chat GPT, you can type that question here, right? So let's see how, what answer they will give you. Okay, now here they will give you here. So now what they are saying, what he is saying here now, he's saying here, now here see, he gave you solution, see, straight away. Sometime you will get straight away solution here, sometime they will give you unnecessary story. Please remember, they will read this, they will take this information from some reference, right? What is saying, actually your what this has to be, this has to be like this. What is saying, it, your location has to be like this. You was doing mistake. So this you can consider. Or otherwise you can consider in Google. What you can do, you can type the same thing in Google. Okay, please remember, Google will give you a Stack Overflow, right? This is a Stack Overflow section here. You can go here. Here people will write some of the, what people will write, some of the answer they will write, you can read out that, right? So you read out that, but please remember, so this will, now here what this will do, this will take your more time. But problem is, you are trying to learn only this one, right? You are, what you are trying to learn, you are actually, you are trying to learn this one, but you will learn many things from here, from Stack Overflow. So whenever we have complicated problem, we are reading Stack Overflow, because in Stack Overflow, people are writing, people are answering you. There are many techies who will be answering you. So you will get the solution. Now, can you find out here, what is the problem here? What is the problem here from this error? Can you read this error and can you find out what is the error here? What is the error here? We need to define the RBAC for a application, right? We need to define role based access control to the application, right? What we have to do, we have to go to the, what we have to do, we have to go to the, of course, and on which level you are giving RBAC, in which level you are giving a role based access control, according to that he is allowed to create. If you want Terraform, now here what I want, I will create one resource group. What I want, so what I am saying, I am creating one resource group. What resource group I am creating? I am creating a resource group on where, project work, right? Project work. Next, what I want, I want, what I want, I want this resource group to create. What I want this resource group to, what I want this Terraform to create resources on this resource group only. So what I will do, I will go to the resource group. Where is my project work? Yes, here. I want this Terraform to create resources here only. So what I'll do, or only this inside this, or I want this to use very specific. You have to go to the IAM. You have to define role on which level, on resource group level. So is your customization RBAC, right? Role based access control, we discussed already this thing properly. What we have, we have a subscription. I'll go to the IAM. Under IAM, I'll go to the add as role assignment. After going to the role assignment, what I'm doing, I'm going to the privileged role, I'm going to the contributor role. As I said, you can enter functional role as well, there is no harm here. So what is my member? So who is my member here, that you have to define properly here. If you're not defining properly, if you're defining there is some problem here, you will get RBAC problem, right? So this is what, sir, what is the necessity? Now please remember, he's a third party, means he's a agent from outside. what he is, we are trying to create resources from my laptop to one of the subscription. Suppose your subscription means you have taken that subscription from where? From a UK card. You have taken that subscription from USA card. What you are allowed to do with proper RVAC? You are allowed to create resources in that subscription from another country's card account, right? So this we have to understand here. So it's very serious. Whenever you are using this credential type, better you be very careful. Okay, better you be very careful here, because people are allowed to use those information. Then what I'm doing, I'm going to the Terraform plan section. Now what Terraform plan will give me? Terraform plan will give me a difference between actual state and desired state. It will compare the state. Actual state is, now see here, this is a state. We no had any state. Here we no have any state. But actually it will compare the actual state plus desired state. What do you mean by actual state? Actual state is nothing but the state you are willing to achieve. And to achieve this state, or to achieve this state, what you need to do? You need to enter the, what you need to enter? You need to enter certain value, right? You need to enter the certain value. So that will differentiate actual state and desired state. He's showing you here. Now he, what is showing here? Now see, he's showing you here, these things will be created here. See, these things will be created. So what we have mentioned in documentation, 2 3 things. So right, another question is it compulsory to mention each and everything? Right, is it possible? Is it possible to mention each and everything, or is it required to mention each and everything? No. If you are now here, one more thing, so what and all we can create in our storage account? So these many things he showing here under plan section, these we can mention in our Terraform configuration file. These many things we can now here. But sir, why is no, you will create by himself? Why we need to mention? Customization, your own customization. Suppose you want primary file host, or what do you want? Or what do you want? In place of name is okay, by default it's taken. Location, true, it's not known after apply. Something like ID, right? Known after apply. Or can I define ID, right? That you should know, right? Because ID will be created after, right? If you type this, so means some customization you can do by yourself, some you cannot do. If you are not defining, so means it's not compulsory to define each and everything. Terraform will take care for you, right? That's why we are using Terraform. If we are using complicated things here, means nobody will use. See what we are using, we are using only 5 6 lines, but he is creating more than 50 lines. This is what we have to understand. Then what we need to understand next, I need to do a Terraform apply. Please remember, Terraform plan will not create anything. What I'm saying, Terraform plan will not create anything. Terraform plan will give me a difference between actual state and desired state. It will give me only difference. It will not give me anything here, right? So what I'm doing, I'm doing a Terraform apply. If I'm doing Terraform apply here, he will apply the resources I want to create, the configuration file, where we have mentioned the, what we have mentioned, we have mentioned the resources we are willing to create. Those will be applied. So those will be applied here. It will take time. Yes. Again here, if you don't want, now here he's saying these things will be created. But again, he's asking me a permission. If you write hyphen auto approve, okay? If you write Terraform apply hyphen auto approve, he will not ask you this. But if he asks you, that means it will be better. So you can read out here what and all things will be created. You can read out, right? It's not about skipping something, right? It's about creating right resources, because lot of money is involved here, right? It's not a simple thing. Lot of money is involved. So we need to take. So what I'm saying, two to add, two to change. Why is showing two? We are creating only one, right? Why is showing two? We are creating only one, right? Why is showing two? Shirisha, if we have multiple resource group in subscription and we are giving multiple resource group in a subscription, we are going to R back to that means giving to order. No, now see, yeah. If I am giving, of course, this is common understanding, right? What I am saying, Shirisha, if we have RBAC, right, role-based access control on which level? You are giving on resource group level. So that will be on resource group only. And if I'm giving RBAC on subscription level, of course, all resources by default means what we are able to, of course, on all resources we are able to create, right? Please remember, Arshal, you are absolutely right. Why I am saying two here? Why I am saying two? Because one is for resource group, another is for storage account. This is what we need to understand here, right? What I'm doing? I'm doing yes, right? What I'm doing? I'm doing yes here. After doing yes, what it will do? It will create the account. If we will get some error, we will solve that. That is what we will do. What is doing? He is creating a resource group name. Resource group he is creating. Yes. But what is saying here? So he is giving me one error here. What error he is giving me here? He is giving me a one error here. Right? What error he is giving me? He is giving me something unexpected status 402. He said not found. Right? But I told you in the beginning itself actually their error report are right now here. See, their error report are little complicated. You need to read properly. What is saying? Resource group name equal to example resource. Storage account name equal to this. Performing for not out without with error resource group could not be found. He's saying resource group could not be found. First error. With storage account example, he is not mentioning properly here actually. But what is a possible error here? Possible error is storage account name has to be globally unique. Let's take this to the chat GPT. Okay. Let's understand what chat GPT says. So whenever you will get error, please do like this. Copy paste into chat GPT also. Copy paste into Google. Go to the Stack Overflow. Read. Now here what is saying means Terraform is trying to create a storage account in this does not exist in your subscription. See, doesn't exist. He's saying doesn't exist, right? But if I go here, it's there. See, if I'll go here, that example resource group is there, right? Where we are creating invest. See, this is here. How you can say that? How he can say that it's not there, right? First thing, whatever error report you will get, and you will get very irrelevant one. And second thing, of course, chat GPT will be confused what he's saying. Another thing here, this is now here he's saying if you want to Terraform to create the resource group, we already have. Why we need to create? This is not. Then the reference storage name is this one. That is also not good. This is also not correct. This is also not correct. If I want to create manually also, I can use AZ group create. I don't want to create manually. If I'm creating manually here means, then why I need cloud? Why I need Terraform? So whatever you are getting from this, people are saying chat GPT is good. See, he is not able to solve our problem. Understand? Please take a note here. What is the problem here? Problem is, so problem is, let's try DeepSeek. Let's try Chinese, right? How many of you knows about DeepSeek? You people knows about DeepSeek, right? How many of you know us about Grok? Do you know about Grok? Right? Yes. So yes, you can try one of these. Okay. Please compare your answer. Okay. So this is what you can try. Nowadays we are in 2025. We must. So what I'm doing, let's see how they are doing. Right. Log in with the Google. I don't want to log in with the Google. It's okay. Okay. But they'll not allow me otherwise. Right. So what I'll do, let's see how good they are, right? What is indicating, right? He's saying, right? And what is interesting thing here, he's giving reverse order, see? From Azure, CLI, PowerShell, he's giving a resource group. This is how we can create, right? Now see here. Did you notice one thing? Did you notice one thing? Means these things will work in a similar way. He's giving me extra information. That's it. Extra means what? He's writing extra 2, 3 line. That's it. Understand? He's adding line of Terraform. That's it. Understand? So means this and this will work in the same way. Now think, he's giving me a solution in the same way, right? Now this is what you need to understand. But actually, what is the problem here? Problem is, okay, like this you will find very irrelevant answers. Okay, now people are saying, what about AI, sir? If this AI will come, what about our jobs? They are not able to read proper errors as of now. Understand? It will take time because these models are not well tested, right? How you will be master? You can be master in certain area if somebody train you properly. So like this AI is nothing but from the AI we will create one model to perform some certain task. What I'll create one AI. People will do AI will drive the car. To drive the car, I will create one AI model. But that model I have to train. I need somebody to work as a cloud engineer. I created one model for cloud engineering. But I need to train him. If I'm training him properly, or so I am trying to train you people. Right? Some of you people are sleeping. Similar way, that model will not be able to grab your information instruction. You have to change that model, you have to modify, right? That is what the logic is. Please remember, it's a lot of work as of now. Understand? So don't be stressed, don't be in this, right? So you need to, there will be a lot of work which needed to put on this stack. Actual name is, what is the problem here? Storage account. What I said, storage account name has to be globally unique, right? What I'm putting before M, I am putting, right? What I'm putting 26. Before M, what I'm putting? I am giving one unique name, right? What I'm doing? This Terraform apply, right? What Terraform apply will do? Terraform apply will apply the resources, right? What the error he was showing me? He was showing me error. Resource group was not there, right? Resource group was not there. In Terraform, we will face this difficulty actually. Error reports are not very relevant actually. That is a problem here. Okay, error reports are not relevant here. That is a major challenge here actually in Terraform. That is a major challenge in Terraform. So again, he is saying these things will be applied. What is saying? These things will be applied here, right? So as these things will be applied here, then we can understand. There is another concept under this here. But if I do a Terraform apply here, Terraform apply will apply. What it will do? Terraform apply will apply resources into where? Onto the provider. Resource group he created within a fraction of 10 seconds. Right now he's going to the storage account here. Now keep your eye on the bottom. Now what is doing? First he was creating the storage. What first? Resource group. And then what are doing? He's creating the storage account here. Here we was getting the error. Right? Here we was getting the error. Storage account name has to be globally unique. Right? So of course, if this documentation is, and it has to be globally unique. Storage account name has to be globally unique. Of course, if Terraform in Terraform manifest, if in Terraform configuration file, if somebody has written something, means somebody might have used this, right? So this is what you need to understand here. So if your cloud knowledge is not good, you will not be able to work on Terraform. Okay, if your cloud knowledge is not good, you will not be able to work on Terraform. So how you can do, sir? Learn something about what you need to do, learn something about cloud, then explore into Terraform. Understand? We understood here, right? What it was? It was very easy, right? But see, right? We was able to create. Yes, I'll go there. What I'll do? I'll go there. What we got? If I refresh here, what I got? See, within this, what I got? I got 26 ME, right? Unique name. What I got? I got one storage account. What I got? I got one storage account. Okay. What I got? I got one storage account here. So this is what we need to understand. What I got? I got one, of course, storage account. And this is what we need to understand. What we got? If I go to the beginning, resource group, within resource group, what was my resource group? Example resource. This is within this I have storage account. It's very easy, not very difficult, right? So this is what we need to understand from here. If I have multiple subscription, RBAC subscription, so scope for one resource count in case of it necessary, right? Access right, it's a RBAC to create. Yes, 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 that's just RG. You can give your own. Where we apply RBAC, I mean which resource. What is test after with selected RBAC? I didn't understand. We are creating RG using TF file. If you are creating RG, if you are creating now here, what is test app Terraform, which is select in this case. Now here, what you can do in this case, it's our application, right? Which we created by app registration. Very good, God, thank you. You people answer by yourself. I think all clear. Very good. I'm very happy you people are helping each other, right? And one more thing here, why I'm more happy, because you people are in a position to answer the question of others also. After seeing that, I'm very happy, right? See, push each other, it will be very helpful, right? And the results will come. See, I'll tell you something here. Let me motivate you people. Okay? Understand? For this motivation, so what I said. Okay? So what I'm saying, in India, only 50%, okay, do research, go to the Google. 15% of people are earning more than 10 lakh rupees. Only 15%. Rest 85%. Rest 85% are below this, right? And this technology directly will shift you to here. Understand? And what is our population? 1.50 billion. Approximately, I'm saying 1.50 billion, right? This is so means you will directly jump into 15% in this population. So if you learn seriously, otherwise, odd jobs, right? Understood? So see, 15% of people are earning more than 10 LPA in India. Understand? What is 10? Nothing. It's nothing. 80, 90,000, what that is? Nothing, right? But this is the reality. Understand? So that's why I'm saying the way you people are doing, I'm very happy. Right? You people are helping each other, answering each other. I'm very happy. Right? Sai Nikhil. In general, Terraform doesn't give exact error, right? Saying storage account name should not be okay. Creating one. In future, we need to create the lot of resources group. How we need to go to the error. See, it comes with experiences. I will not give you, I will not say, okay, I'll do this, do this. No, 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 no. That's not like this. Okay. And there is no something error, there is no place where you can find a relevant error here, especially. And relevant error reports also you will not find, and relevant error solution you will not find. Who can train you? The person who is working inside that. He will understand what is the problem there, right? So this is what. Otherwise, they will give you unnecessary something, some unnecessary solutions. That solution. See, what is the thing here? You need to find a solution from this. Whatever error you are getting, it's not like what that whatever you are seeing here, whatever you are doing that. After seeing that, you should be able to solve. It's not like somebody is giving possible error, you will get like this. That is not a way to solution. What is the way? Way is only to practice. That's it. Right? We did this. Right? Can I do a Terraform destroy? We have some time here. What I will do, I'll create another thing here. I'll go to next concept of Terraform. Okay, I'll destroy. But please remember, Terraform apply will create the TF state file, and TF state file will record state of your resources. State of your resources will be in which format? JSON format, not SCL format, please. Right? It will record all your state. Now tomorrow, suppose, as soon as you are entering into the office, you need to get access of state file. It will not be accessible to you. Right? You need to take that. From there, you will understand what you created for this infrastructure. What are your infrastructure? What is your infrastructure? Suppose you are managing infrastructure by using Terraform. If you'll see state file here, you should be able to see that. What you should be able to see? You should be able to see each and everything. I am not able to. Just let me create one more time, because I want you people to focus on this. And this is my humble request. Please put some time to learn Terraform state file. Right? Just read that. Right? What it created. That's it. I don't want you people to write. What I want you people to just go there and explore, right? What and all created, right? I want you people to do that, right? Today I will give you people assignment. What he's saying, he's saying confirm, right? Or no to undo, right? What I did undo. Why? See, this is the advantage, right? Why? Because I want you people to see here what version we are using for. Terraform version is 1.12.25 series, right? This is what we got managed, right? Please read this. What this is our JSON, understand? So you need to read out. Just read here what it created, right? This is no very big thing. Subscription ID, see, right? Example resource group, name, identity, each and everything are here. Okay, please take a note of this. So this is my expectation from you people. What I want you people to read out JSON, this JSON documents here, right? And then I'll do a Terraform. What I'll do a destroy. Terraform destroy will destroy the, right? But after reading Terraform state file, okay? Terraform state file here, right? Bine, now comfortable, right? Bine, comfortable now, right? Yeah, okay, Bine. Okay, and please practice. If you practice, your knowledge will be good, right? I don't want you to explore many things. Just create only one thing. If you create one thing, means your confidence will be very high. Okay, and this is what. See, my meaning of saying you will fall under 15% doesn't mean with the money. Okay, please take this complex from your mind, right? Don't you, if your end results is money, you are in problem. Take a note. What I'm saying, if your end result is money, you are in problem. You will not be able to be successful, right? Money means if you have money, your lifestyle will be better. You can support your family. That I meant. Understand? It doesn't mean buying something, this, that, showing something or this, that. Okay. Please don't misunderstand me here because we are in 2025, right? People think everything is money, but it's not true, right? So this is what I'm doing. I'm deleting this. So now what is my next concept here? Now here we understood how to create the storage account, right? So now let's explore how to create. Now here, okay, let's explore what this is. Okay, Grok is not able to. So what is my next concept here? Next concept is I want you to understand how to create a virtual network. I want you people to create a how to create a virtual network. Now here, so what I'll do, I'll go to the virtual network or virtual network documentation you will find in the beginning itself. Either what are the base, you can search here. We have seen in first time, right? See what we have. This is our virtual network, right? This is our virtual network. Now, but this time what I am doing, this time I am writing now here. You need to understand what is this now. Can I say first time what I did? First time I entered hard code value, I hard coded my value. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this, what these are. What these are. So that we need to understand here. And we are going to create separate resource group. Of course, we are going to create the separate thing here. So now let's understand here what are the things here and what will be the difference. What I'm doing, I'm copying this thing, right? I'll copy, I'll replace whatever my current documentation are, each and everything is destroyed here, right? What I'm doing here now, I'm just editing. So what I'm doing, I'm taking out, right? Resource group, I can keep the same. Resource group, I can keep the same, right? What I'm not doing, I'm adding new. But what I'm doing here now, see, I'm creating what I'm doing here. I'm creating one resource group where in West Europe, if you want to change, you change. What is your name? Resource group name is example resources. But please remember, what I'm doing, I'm creating one virtual network, right? What I'm doing, I'm creating one virtual network. And what is the name of that virtual network? Example network. And what is the resource group name? This. But why he has written this? Okay, so why he has written this? But please take a note here. This is called a reference value. We are taking reference. Whenever you are creating a reference value, it will be a combination of first value, this one plus this one. For location, this one, and this one. So why we need this? Because now here, this is called reference value. Why this reference value we need? This reference value is taking information from where? From reference all the time. Why so? Because now here, suppose I am writing repetitive value. So what I am writing? I am writing this hard coding the value here, 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 here. So many places what I need? I need some, what I need? I need some, what I need? I need some repetitive value. So if I'm defining repetitive value, means chances are very high I might do some error, right? Because I'm defining same value everywhere. So that value has to be same everywhere. So if that value is not same everywhere, it will give us error. So what we are doing, we are giving reference only to one value. The same value will be taken in multiple places, right? Chances are very less. And moreover, we no need to define the same value on multiple places, right? This is what the use of reference value is. Please take a note. This reference value is a combination of, right, this value, this alias, and this value. So this is the value. Okay, so please take a note here. So if you scroll now here, if you keep your cursor also, right, you will get many information from here. See, this is your string and this is your location string. And what this is? Can I say how big your network is going to be? How big your network is going to be? This is called CIDR, classless inter-domain routing, right? Right. So this is what, right? So classless inter-domain routing. We got this, right? So what we got? This. But there is one concept which I wanted to convey. Please remember that he was giving me one error there, right? Terraform. What he said, resource group is not found. Please remember what is the hierarchy here. First, I have to create the resource group. Within resource group, there will be a what virtual network. Within resource group, what will be there? Will be Vnet. By default, Terraform will not understand this. Or if you need to create a subnet here, suppose I need to create one subnet or two subnet here, what Terraform will not understand? Terraform will not understand this hierarchy by default. Terraform is not that capable to understand which one to create first, which one to create last. You can argue with me, sir, we have defined here in the series way. It will not do series execution, it will do parallel execution actually. Parallel it will execute. So if it is executing parallelly means he will not understand which one to execute first, which one to execute last, because execution method is not serial method. Execution method is parallel execution. So parallelly here we have to define. What do we have to define? There is one concept called we have to define the dependency. What do we have to define? We have to define the dependency. Dependencies which we need to define. We need to tell this Terraform create a resource group, and within resource group create a subnet or create a bnet, sorry, right? This you have to define. We are able to create because these are only one or two, but in the future if there will be many resources, so you have to define the concept called dependencies. Let me repeat. What is the concept of dependencies in Terraform here? Terraform by default will not understand which resources to create first, because it will execute resources in a parallel execution way. So it will not understand the hierarchy, which resources to create first. So what you have to do? You have to define the dependencies. So what dependencies you have to define, sir? Can I write here? Now see here. Can you see? Depends upon. Now here, virtual network depends upon what? Resource group. Right? Now he is giving only one option. See? He's giving only one option. Now here, so we was getting that error. So believe will give us another error like this? No? Because we have defined the dependencies. Actually, this depends upon this. Easy. So this is what we need to understand. This is called concept of dependency here. Then again, I have to follow the same pattern. Today I'll give you assignment. Remind me, please. Right? So remind here. So if I go to the Terraform state file here, now see, in state file, we don't have anything here, right? We don't have anything. What I'll do? I'll go to the Terraform. I'll go to this, right? I'll go this. Now, what is another thing here? Now here, see, I created what I did. I created each and everything. What I did, I created each and everything by using what? By using 4.37.0. But what I want to update this. Now what I want to create this. What I want to do, I want to create this virtual network plus resource group by using another version. So can I modify? You can modify. Understand? But you have to modify from this, not from this. Please don't touch this. Never ever touch this. Otherwise there will be a serious problem. Understand? You are messing up with this. Can I no need to do init because it's already initialized. But if you are changing, what you are changing? You are changing provider version. If you are changing provider version, then I can consider. Then what I'll do? I'll do a Terraform. I'll do a Terraform plan here. It will give me a difference between actual state and desired state. Terraform plan will give me a difference between actual state and desired state. So whatever the actual state will be, it will compare that with the desired state, the state you are willing to achieve, the state you are willing to achieve. Yes. Then what I need to do? I need to do a Terraform apply. Please remember, whenever you are doing Terraform apply, whenever you are doing a Terraform apply, it will compare your actual state with, and it will apply your resources into the provider. It will apply. Terraform apply. Terraform apply, during Terraform apply only this. But okay, let it create. So what is my tomorrow's assignment? So shall I give you one assignment? Please create one virtual machine. Huh? Yeah. What do you need to do? What is the assignment name? Okay. Understand what you have to do? Okay. What is assignment? Create a virtual machine, right? Sir, we knows already. We did long back by using Terraform, please. Understand? Not by using manually. Not by using this. Understood? You people understood that much, I think, right? What is my expectation? This. What screenshots you people need to give? What screenshot you need to give me? Right? So you need to, I'll ask tomorrow, I'll ask a screenshot, right? I'll ask a screenshot from each and everyone. Understand? I'll ask each and everyone screenshot of yours. So which one I will take, I'll let you know tomorrow. Okay, and please don't delete your main.tf. Okay, what is the question here? Question is create a virtual machine. This is your assignment for tomorrow, please. What is your assignment, sir? Virtual machine. We will create VM. Okay, Krishna, absolutely pinpoint. Okay, create a VM by using Terraform, right? Create a VM by using Terraform. If you can create this, means you will be master. You can play on any playground, right? Understand? So what I'm doing, we created on virtual network. What is very big thing in this, right? See, people are getting hype, Terraform this, Terraform that. It's very easy. Just minor information you need to collect, right? You're creating hype, so real time, real time. This is what we are doing in real time also. Okay. What I'm saying here, see, my agent, right? Not this one. Where is my virtual network? I need to go to the resource group. What is resource group? Example resource group, right? What I'm doing here. What is the network here? Example virtual network, right? Where we created this, right? We created this. Understand? So this is what we need to understand. And if you need to explore further here, what you can do here. Otherwise, you can search from here, right? What you can search? You can go to the virtual network, right? Where you have to go? You have to go under network, please. Don't go under dev test. Don't go under Databricks. Don't go under this data source or Alto, Palo Alto here, right? DNS under this. Don't go. So where you need to go? You need to go to the virtual network. Under virtual network, you will find, right? Under virtual network, what you will find? You will find this, right? These things you will find under virtual network. That is my expectation from you people. What is my expectation? These are my expectation from you people. Okay. So that's it. I think. So I'm giving you some time. So what you can do, you can practice this. Without practice, it's like, right? It's not like watching movie. Movie you'll remember, right? Movie you'll remember. But this one you will not be able to remember if you're learning like this. You have to practice. 3 assignment basically, right? This I'm not mentioning as assignment, but this is indirectly your assignment. What is assignment? Storage account, right? Storage account, virtual network, and a virtual machine. And there is a concept of dependency. What I said, please read about this. What do you mean by dependencies concept? Dependency concept in this, right? So you need to answer that properly. If any question, you can throw me the question. Otherwise, I'll catch you people tomorrow. So what I did here, sir, provide me today. I'm not sharing. Please don't ask me this. I'm not sharing this today. Why? Because I showed you how I did, right? Did I create it? I copied and pasted? I edited. So I want you people to do the same way. That's why I'm not giving you people these things, right? I want you people to follow the same way. Yesterday's one I have given. Why? Because first session you will face difficulty of writing these things. That's why I have given, right? So this is what. And one more thing, please. Control A, Control C. If you want to write, if you want to learn very descriptive information about this, go to the chat GPT, Control B, read out. See, I have given here. Understand? He will give me proper information. Understand? What he will do? He'll give me a proper information here. Understand? This is what. Okay. This is what you can do. That is another factor which you can consider. Sir, yesterday I was able to create VM, storage account, virtual network, but Kubernetes cluster was not able to create it due to free issue. And Sampurna, yeah, free tier you will not be able to create. Purna, I'm very, very happy actually. You are moving ahead than me. Very good. And try other things then. Understand? Try another. Sir, I am getting error while trying to log in into the portal. Please retry your VPN device. They are giving you this. VPN device means when you are trying to log in Azure portal, sign in. For more detail, kindly go to this link here. Actually, sometime, okay, this error, VPN error means your is not taking your network. So try in incognito mode, Krishna. Okay, please try with a different device using VPN or other authentication method. Actually, your this system, what this is, sometime we will get this error. Try it something, it will work. Yeah. So now what is VPN? As I said, VPN will create one private tunnel, right? So he's not able to means he's not able to create a private tunnel here. Actually, we don't need VPN here. Virtual private network. Your network is not able to connect to Azure cloud. That is the problem. He is trying to now here. See, right? What he's saying? He want you to use the VPN, virtual private network. That is not good. Okay. Okay. Again, you got solution here, right? Please.